What's up, guys? Welcome back to Disrespect Disc Golf. If you've been watching the last couple of videos on my channel, you'll see that I was in Georgia and recently played in Alabama. Headed back to Jacksonville now, and I'm in Tallahassee, Florida. Usually when I'm in Tallahassee, I'll play Tom Brown, but there's another course here that is sneaky fun and sneaky good. It's called Jack McLean Jr. Park. This place is awesome. I would say just as challenging and just as fun as Tom Brown. I think it's only rated just like slightly less on UDisc, but this track is so fun. There's 24 holes here. I think I've only played it one time, which is like at least a year ago. Last time I was here, some kids like walked up to me, and then I was like, hey, like I've got some discs for you, and I ended up giving like 20 or 25 like, you know, old discs to these kids so they could just have and play and all that. And so some good memories here. This place is awesome. It's definitely a lot of wooded shots. I think there's a couple holes that might be in the open, but most of this is kind of wooded fairways, which always makes for a fun challenge. So I'm gonna play the long pads, and I forget how tough this plays, but I'm gonna say the goal today is gonna be 3 under par. And if I cannot shoot 3 under par, I'm gonna give another disc away in my giveaway. Right now I'm at 476 subscribers. Definitely gonna get 500 by the end of the year. So after this video, we're gonna find out if I'm giving away 4 discs or 5 now. So we shall see. Hole 1 is a super hard hole to start off with, so let's head right to it. All right, hole 1, bit of a doozy. You've got 2 tight tunnels to choose from here. The basket is 320 feet up, kind of like, so these middle trees here that's in between the tunnels, the basket is in line with those trees farther up the hill. Plays more like 350 because it's so far uphill. Gonna go with my Goliath disc Enoch, kind of flippy fairway, and try to hit the right side gap. Also, I have not warmed up at all, so this is just called waking up, driving to the course, and letting it rip. All right, that was way turned over. Also, it's pretty dang chilly right now. It's like 52, 53, and I'm in Florida. It's gonna warm up quite a bit, but pretty dang chilly morning. So got the cold hands, cold discs. See if I can just save par here and move on. I'm gonna go with my zone for the approach. Kind of a tight gap. Bogey start, that's what we like. My hands are like ice cold right now. It like hurts to even like flick the disc, so might be starting out with a double. But hey, plenty of birdie opportunities, I think, so I'll be able to claw my way back to save bogey. I cannot believe that. That was the greatest bid ever. Came in so softly and then just dinked the cage at the end. Double to start out with. That's painful, but like I said, no warm-ups, so what are you gonna do? Off to hole 2. By the way, if you've ever been to Tallahassee, if you've been to Tom Brown, this is pretty much the same as Tom Brown in the sense of the T signs are the same and then the T pads are the same. So if you're familiar with Tom Brown or if you've watched the pros play the Tallahassee Open. You come here to Jack McLean, it feels the same just because it's like in the same vicinity of parks in Tallahassee. So yeah, hole 2, it's par 4, 465. Straight through that gap, you can kind of see the shorter tee about 200 feet ahead. You want to hit that straight and then have it fade back left. It's a par 4, less than 500 feet, so as long as I don't hit any trees, this should be a birdie. Gonna go with my Rapture here. All right, you can just see the basket barely squeaking through those trees up there. I'm gonna go with my Goliath pillar for the upshot. That should give me a stroke back. Never mind. That should have been a birdie, but the upshot was a little bit shorter than I wanted, so not too mad with the par there. Next time I get a birdie chance, I just have to capitalize on it. So off to hole 3, which is probably one of my favorite holes on this course, especially the tee shot. It's such a fun hole. This hole is super picturesque. It goes downhill. This is another par 4, 630 feet. Short tee pad is just right in front of me, so you just want to punch this first gap here. Ideally have something turn. If you fade out too far to the left, it's okay if you get enough distance, but ideally you just want to like have something turn and then coast down. The downhill definitely helps with the distance. I'm gonna go with my slingshot here, kind of understable, and high speed, 13 speed, and see if I can pump it down there and miss all the trees. All right, that's gonna be far on the left side, didn't quite flip. Okay, basket is through here. May not be able to see it, but it's very far back there in that area. Let's see if I can do a zone turnover. All right, decent distance, long birdie putt. All right, this might be redemption from hole 1. Circle 2 from here, probably like 50, 55 feet. Pretty windy also through the woods here. A lot of winds coming through. Drew medal again. Hole 4 is a bruiser, 345 feet. Tight tunnel all the way down. It's maybe 15 feet downhill, so it kind of does gradually go down. This one is tough. Straight tunnel shot. You just want to do a hyzer flip. If you hit an early tree, you're looking at a bogey. So I'm gonna go with something that I know that flips. So I'm gonna throw my roller disc, the Latitude Fury, on a hyzer flip shot, and see if I can get it close. All right, that'll be a 300-foot scramble. From here, I'm gonna go with my penny putter. See if this shot is cash money. Parked. I hope you could see that. Maybe 7 feet from the basket. Perfect. Great par save on this hole. That was a great stroke to save, being how many trees are on this fairway. That feels like a birdie after that tee shot there. All right, look how big this tee pad is. This thing is massive. All right, I have people tell me all the time that I need to throw more putters off the tee. So I'm gonna throw a putter off the tee. You know who you are if you're watching. All right, this hole, hole 5, 335. So you just wanna cross this little pond here, and then these 2 trees that are on the right side of the pond, the basket is past that, up on the hill once it goes up. So I'm gonna do a little hyzer flip with the penny here, and hope I can just coast it up there. Hope the wind doesn't affect it too much. All right, bad shot selection after all. It's gonna be a par. Fun little fact for you guys, that penny putter that I threw off the tee, that's actually a Lone Star's V2 plastic. And V1 and V2 plastic are both like their baseline plastics for putters. And both V1 and V2 float in water. So had that flipped too much and gone in the water, it would have just been floating. So, and the plastic feels great. I mean, it doesn't even feel like it's cheap. Like, it feels like such good quality and it floats. Like, how can you beat that? All right, another tunnel shot, hole 6, 290. Straight up the gut there. Mid-range distance, gonna go with the Redemption. Almost good. Parked. Hole 7, par 4, 605. It kind of is like a slow banana shape to the left there. This would be a great birdie, 605. I mean, if I get a tee shot close to 400, that's a approach shot from there, and then hopefully a birdie. So I'm gonna go with my other slingshot. This is the Glow slingshot. This one's a little bit more stable. Just want to push it straight through the gap, and it's a 13 speed, so it's gonna have a big flare at the end. All right, from here, I'm gonna forehand my Spice. Time for a little approach with the pillar on a backhand. Just gotta get up and down and save par here. Oh! That almost hopped in the chains. How did that miss? Oh my gosh. Man, this must have hopped just in front of the basket. Gosh, if I made that skip shot, that would have been the highlight birdie of the day. Man, Skippy approach disc. If you want to approach this, that's kind of like a zone mixed with a harp. Try out the pillar from Goliath. All right, I'm on a long par streak. Still 2 over. Want to start getting some birdies now. I've missed too many par 4 opportunities. This one, I'm gonna put it on the screen because I can't tell if it's the 590 or 670 position. I think it's 590, but I'll put the number on right now. Tight gap. After that, there is a casual pond. So if I land in the water, it's just casual, and I'll just play behind the pond. It looks like most of the pond is dried up right now, thankfully. And then the basket is like up on the hill once the pond goes up. I'm gonna go with my Vandal, try to hyzer flip this up the gap here. Perfect shot. All right, gonna go with my Mango for the upshot here. You can kind of see the basket just cresting over the hill. Push, 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 push. First birdie, 1 over par now. And that is all thanks to my drive. That was one of the better drives, if not the best drive of the day so far. Yeah, that was a perfect hyzer flip to turn shot. Thankfully I wasn't behind a tree for the second shot. I was kind of nice out in the open. Left me a nice approach with a stable mid-range. And yeah, feels good to get that one. I'm playing pretty clean golf so far, considering that I was literally double bogeying the first hole, and then I think it was all pars from there on, a couple of good scrambles, and then a birdie. So, you know, I'm finally like warmed up now. Had I warmed up at the beginning, I would have taken at worst a bogey on the first hole. So
you know, that's kind of consequence of not warming up, but it's all good. I can claw my way back, and I think I'll still shoot 3 under. All right, hole 9 here at Jack McLean. This is a par 4, 505 feet. Kind of goes up and then it bends to the left at the end. Really, you just kind of want to hit this gap to the right. There is a tunnel shot up the middle, which is pretty sketchy. I want to try to go right first, and it opens it back up for the fade at the end. So I'm gonna go with my slingshot here, the glow one. Push this out to the right side, let it turn, and then come back, hopefully get pretty far up the hill. All right, went up the middle gap accidentally, but decent distance. Super tricky second shot here. I think I'm gonna go with my honor on a hyzer. Want something that's gonna kind of glide and push on that hyzer here. Basket is way up through there. I'm gonna take this gap over here and see if I can miss all the trees, push far enough, and also hyzer left enough to the basket. Kind of in jail here. See if I can manage some sort of hyzer putt. Just tap this in real quick. All right, so even though I've only had 1 birdie, I'm playing great because I am getting a lot of pars. Normally on courses like this, I take a lot of bogeys and doubles. So this is currently the recipe for shooting 3 under par, just playing clean golf. All right, hole 10, par 4, 510 feet. There's no other disc that I trust more now on a forehand other than the Spice. So you want to be right after this first shot. So I'm gonna throw the Spice on a forehand, see if I can get a big flare skip over to the right side. I thought I was past that dang tree. Once again, I'm in a position where I need to get very far right. So usually this is the point where I would throw like a very flippy disc high and have it pan out. And usually that's also the point where I'd hit a tree. So I'm gonna play smart golf, gonna forehand this again, play for par, not take any stupid bogeys. Besides those 2 holes on the front 9 that I hit metal with, I haven't really had a whole lot of like tester putts yet. So my upshot game is really strong right now, and that's what you want, some tap in pars, you know, or tap in birdies. All right, hopefully I can get up and down for par here. Again, another forehand. This hole is like literally like a horseshoe shape zone. Smart golf, that's the name of the game today. I think what usually sabotages me is just the excitement of getting birdies and also the aggression. Because so many times I get too excited and then become too aggressive. Like, excitement and aggression are not a bad thing. Like, you see that all the time. Gannon Buhr, Isaac Robinson, Ricky Wysocki, Paul McBeth, all the top guys. You know, they are always throwing aggressive shots and getting excited. Sometimes if you have too much of that, that can really hurt you, and you start to overcompensate and throw too far or too hard, and you're just trying too much. So that's kind of the theme today. I'm just trying to tone myself down, play simple, play smart, and not get too aggressive, and it's paying off. I'm only 1 over through 10 holes so far, so that's not bad on this course. All right, hole 11, 225, kind of a shorter hole, just going uphill there. And yeah, it's a little bit of a tunnel shot, and probably plays like 20 feet uphill. So I'm just gonna go with my redemption here. Normally like a putter is 225, but this is uphill a good bit, so I'm gonna compensate by throwing a mid-range. I'm talking about smart golf, just for fun. Here's what it looked like if I threw a putter. That flipped up there is like a fence all along this right side here. It flipped, it kicked off the fence and then came back. I have a feeling that's park. I'm gonna check, because that probably would have been the smarter move throwing a putter. So I'm learning. Now that I think about it more, the putter would have been the smarter play, because I tried to throw a neutral mid and snap it so it'd be understable. And I'm in the jungle now somewhere, and instead of just throwing a putter, which has less fade, and I control this, and I can control the speed more. So that was my mistake. This is the fence that putter rode off to the basket up there somewhere. So that was a cool shot. I'm pretty sure I'm parked. All right, I have officially entered Bear Grylls territory. This is like some pretty sweet jungle, honestly. Like, this is beautiful. I have absolutely no clue where my disc is right now, but I just wanted you guys to see how dense this is, and just how painful it was to throw a mid instead of a putter. This is honestly some beautiful jungle though. I have absolutely no clue where I am. This place is just thick, and it's just nasty. Vines everywhere. I have no clue where I went at all. This is the part that I normally don't film, just because it takes up extra space and time on the video. But hey, we're doing some watch hours right now, so I'm trying to eventually make money off the channel, and would appreciate you guys liking and subscribing. All that good stuff really helps out, and also the watch time. If you guys are still watching this, thank you so much. The watch time will help me to eventually make money from this in the future, and that money will go straight to worldwide missions. So if you want to support missions, keep watching me find my discs. All right, just for reference, the penny is parked. T-pad's down there. It kicked and rode off the fence here and parked. And let me show you just how close this is. It looks farther on a fisheye, but it's just right there. Still gotta find that mid-range. Should have thrown a putter. All right, last hole on the front 12. Hole 12 is 350. Goes downhill, very tight, thick woods on both sides. I'm gonna throw my flippier redemption here, and hopefully it turns over and gets me a look. Maybe I should have thrown another putter again. Going with my zone here. Very tricky shot. All right, I've got a tester putt coming up. Most of the rounds so far, my scrambling's been tested on my upshots, and I left that upshot a little bit short, so now I'm gonna see if I can scramble from putting. I'm about circle's edge, it looks like, so really want a safe par here. Would hate to bogey a 350-foot shot. Let's go, baby. I don't know if I've ever scrambled this well my entire life. That feels great. Still only 1 over par. Getting a 3 under is very much doable.